Let me take a photo. I will also send to the class chat group for those who cannot access Roy's website.
Oh, really? People cannot access my website?
We do not know what might happen. Sometimes URL might not work or work for their device.
Alright, Kenzie, can start already. Okay, today the workpiece that we're doing is actually the test workpiece, and I'll run through with you the steps that's required to complete a test workpiece. Okay, there are several steps to it, so we're taking one step at a time. So first step, okay, this is the drawing of the test workpiece, and this is what your test workpiece will look like. You can access this drawing on the Brightspace website. Now the first step is we're going to do is the face milling, alright, and basically we will mount the workpiece this way, and we will use the cutter, and the face of the cutter will cut the first surface. Now the first surface is not critical with the Z height, so we need to set Z equals to 0. We just need to clean up the surface, okay, and you can go in by approximately 0.3 millimeters. As long as every part of the surface has been machined, you're good. Alright, when this is done, you take it out, you measure, and the width that we are trying to get is 40 millimeters, okay, and the tolerance we are trying to achieve is plus minus 0.3. right? So you look to the table here to find out what your tolerance is. Then once you make your measurement, you may be like 41, 42 millimeters. That means the other side you need to clean up. You need to take off 2 more millimeters to achieve your 40 millimeter mark. Okay. So the first step is face milling, and how we're going to do it is, remember, take out your lock nut. Now, if you put your workpiece in here, it's not going to be high enough, right? So you need a parallel bar. And you want to make sure and ensure that your parallel bar is thinner than your workpiece. If not, you'll be clamping on the parallel bar instead of the workpiece. So this goes up here. Then you secure it. Alright. Pass through resistance, quarter round or half round. Then you take a mallet. If this is obstructing you, bring it one side, this side. Okay. And then as long as your parallel bar is firm, it's good. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to install the cutter, the diameter 20 milling cutter, okay? So we need to make use of the spring collet here, which is diameter 20, and then it goes into the lock nut this way, right? Then we put it out. Then once it's in, right, you don't over tighten, okay? You need to make sure that your quill is locked so that it doesn't go up and down, right? Then in order to put in and install your diameter 20 milling cutter, your speed must be at low speed, okay? So you need to switch this to low speed, alright? And then what you do is bring this further in a little bit, put in the wooden board, get a piece of cloth to handle the cutter. This is what the diameter 20 end mill cutter looks like. Okay, we'll be using this. Right. And then you tighten it. Safety always comes first, please don't rush. Okay, once this, alright, if you don't feel secure, give it one more knock. Or 2 more knocks. Okay, make sure that your cutter is tight. Alright. Then what you can do is you can bring it in. And then you can bring it, lower your workpiece down. Okay. And then you switch back your speed to high speed. Alright? Now you can see your speed is pretty low. So you increase the speed to 1200. Alright, 1200. Okay? So face milling, diameter 20 end mill, 1200. Then what we do is we bring the part down. You don't have to worry about the Z height or setting the Z height. Okay? So once you touch it, okay, then you bring it across. I just set it to 0 so that I know how much I went down. Okay. Then what I do is I go down by maybe 0.2. Then I cut through. Now after cutting, if you realize that some of the surface are not clean, then what you can do is you can go in by another 0.2 more. Right? And then you cut again. Now make sure that your last cut is your finishing cut so you have a nice clean surface. Right? Then when that is done, right? Then I clean the surface approximately 0.3 to 0.5. Okay, let me put that down 0.3 to 0.5 mm. Right? Then measure. Then after that you take out, clean up your vise. You take out, you measure whether is it 42, 43 millimeters. Then you know the amount that you need to cut to. Okay? Come, let's get started.
Alright.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bro, I have to